Marty.
Hi, guys. Everybody say hello.
Look at the front screen. The screen is on. The projector's on, guys. Look
We're in the
forward.
front, you guys.
We're there.
Yep. We're just waiting for one more class to walk in.
Okay.
So you guys, does anybody know how to say hello in Chinese?
No.
You ready? Okay. Ni hao.
Ni hao. Ni hao. Ni hao.
Say hello in Spanish.
That's like
You guys, we are not going to be able to hear unless you are quiet.
Let me say hello in Spanish. How about Japanese? Does anybody know how to say good morning in Japanese?
Konnichiwa.
Good job.
Hey, guys, everybody's got to get quiet.
Are we here?
Almost.
All right.
Okay. Somebody's got a wing there.
Yeah, he's wiggle-waggling already.
Okay, I think everyone's here, and you know what? We're welcoming Jenna and Marty today, and we need to make sure we are quiet, okay, so that we can hear them. Thank you.
Okay, so who am I?
Jenna.
What's the name of the books we write? CritterKin. And what does CritterKin mean?
Aubrey.
Animal family.
Animal family. You guys are good. I was just checking to make sure you remembered. Okay, so what's the name of the
So
book?
can I say something first? Because we've got a very large group. So what I want is that the teacher's going to call on you guys. So we're not going to answer all at once, okay? So we can sit and do the drawing and listen to the story, and one person's going to talk at a time, okay?
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Okay, so the name of the book we're going to read today is Lead with Your Heart. Who has any idea what Lead with Your Heart means?
Raise your hand if you think you know. Emily?
Lead with Your Heart is about a dog that follows his life, I guess.
Follows his what?
Follows his heart.
A dog has his heart.
Good.
Wonderful.
So, what does following your heart mean? Can we think of some words that mean follow your heart?
I don't know them in spot.
I don't know a word, but just like to say what you're like follow your dreams.
Good.
Wow, that's
Can
great.
somebody make a list for us so we don't forget this? So, following your heart means following your dreams. What else? What other words can we think of? You follow your heart, you are what? What are some good adjectives?
Choosing what your heart tells you.
Good. You help. Good. Good. You dream, you help, you are what? What are some good adjectives?
They said believing in yourself.
Good. Believing in yourself. What did we see with Ricky Bobby?
Do you remember Ricky Bobby?
Yeah.
Okay, what did we see with him? Son?
That he had to have needles in the back
Yeah, he had to have a cart. And why was that?
because he was paralyzed in the back.
Right. So if somebody helped him, they were what to him?
Helpful.
Yes, great. Okay, there's another good word. Helpful, dreaming. What else? Could we say kind?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's some more good words for kind? I'm asking you this because we're going to use it in our drawing exercise. So kind, dream, helpful. I saw Marty hugging. What else?
Affectionate.
Yes.
Whoa.
Really
Great
good
word.
Excellent. Okay, what else?
Dee, what do you think?
Caring. Yes. Okay, what's more? I know you guys have lots of words in your heads.
What else has another one?
the same as caring or affectionate or kind.
Affectionate, kind, caring. What else? Hugs.
Love.
Love. Good.
That's the word.
That's a really great word. How about, can I add one? How about gentle?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and if you don't go too fast and you take your time, you are very
Taylor?
Trustworthy.
Trustworthy.
yes, good.
What else?
Zoe.
I have a question for Marty. Why is he wearing headphones?
So he can hear.
Oh.
Okay, Dylan, do you have another word?
Any more?
Got it.
I think we've got it.
I think we've got. Did everybody get the words? Do we have the words down somewhere so we can
I
refer?
have them.
Okay.
Oh, good.
All right. So we are going to read the first two chapters of Lead with Your Heart. Okay. And what happens when you hear groups of three?
What happens when you hear 3 words in a row?
Oh.
Emily? You copy it? Copy that.
Copy it.
How do you copy it? With writing or your voice?
Boy.
Okay. All right. All right. So before we start, let's stretch. Okay, are we ready to go? Everybody have your books? Okay. Here we go. Chapter 1. People are perplexing. My name is Lance, the super smart, stunningly handsome, extra special friend of Marshall, Rennie, Sandra, and Mom. They are my people, and this is the story of how they became my family. As you will see, it took time to figure family out. That's because my life began with people who didn't love me. They tied me to a tree and tried to make me fight with other dogs. This was not my idea of fun, so I ran away. I had many adventures as a homeless dog, but I was often cold and hungry. Then I met a strange and wonderful person at the dog park. Her name is Ms. Janiyah, and she understands dogs. In fact, she understands dogs so well, I think she's really a dog disguised as a person. Do you think that's possible? Anyway, Ms. Janiyah agrees with me. People are perplexing. For example, did you know that if you bark for joy like this, happy, happy, happy,
Happy, happy, happy.
some kids will cry, but if you smile and wag your tail, they giggle. Sometimes they even hug you. Hugging is a people thing, but if you stand very still and try not to drool, they'll stop. Then, if you're lucky, they'll scratch your back or rub your belly. Belly rubs are the best. Have I told you about Marshall? He's the boy Ms. Janiyah gave me at the dog park. Marshall smells like boy sweat and chocolate milk, which he drinks right out of the carton when Mom isn't looking. He also smells like grease from his bike, old peanut butter sandwiches, and tennis balls. In my opinion, the best tennis balls are soggy, well chewed, and covered with dirt and grass. Marshall disagrees. Oh, yuck, Lance, he said when I brought him my favorite ball. I'll get you a new one, I promise. No, no, no!
No, no, no!
I barked. I smiled and wagged my tail to show I liked my tennis ball just fine. Throw it, throw it, throw it!
Throw it, throw it, throw it!
But Marshall wrinkled his nose, picked it up with 2 fingers, and threw it in the trash can. Soon a new smelly ball appeared, and I had to start all over. People can be a little dumb sometimes. The other members of Marshall's pack are Rennie, Mom, Sandra, and a large, lazy cat named Princess. Princess spends her days sleeping on Sandra's bed, then wanders around the house at night pretending to hunt mice. There are no mice in our house, but Princess needs a job. I'm glad I'm not a cat. In my old home, I spent all my time outside, so you can imagine how surprised I was when Ms. Janiyah invited me to go inside Marshall's house. Use your best manners, Lance, Ms. Janiyah said. She asked me to sit, then knocked on the front door. Marshall and his mother opened the door and invited us in. Mom, this is the dog I told you about, Marshall said. His name is Lance. Honey, he's gigantic, Mom said. I thought you were talking about a small dog. He's very gentle, Ms. Janiyah said. Can we keep him, Mom? Marshall asked. Even though I couldn't understand the words, I knew Mom was worried. Maybe it would help if she met me, I thought. I took 2 steps forward, sat down directly in front of her, and offered her my paw. Well, aren't you friendly, she said, taking my paw and shaking it. And handsome, I panted happily. I could tell she liked me. I'm going to say yes, Marshall, but this is just a trial, Mom said. Is that clear? Perfectly, said Marshall with a big smile. And you have to earn the money for his food and training and vet bills. There's no money in the budget for a dog. I'm sure we can work something out, said Miss Janiyah. I've been needing an assistant. Okay then, Mom said with a serious expression. Welcome to the family, Lance. End of chapter 1. Are you ready for chapter 2?
Yeah.
You guys did a good job of listening and following.
Good. Excellent. Okay, so it's chapter 2. Inside isn't outside.
No, no.
I know that.
I knew
There
that.
are many things about people you can only learn inside. As an outside dog, I never dreamed that people sit in front of talking light boxes for hours. What do you think those are? Talking light boxes.
Done.
TVs.
TVs. As an outside dog, I never dreamed that people sit in front of talking light boxes for hours. They also change their outside skins once or twice a day, talk to plastic devices held against their ears, and push a machine that roars and sucks the air across their floors. It's all very perplexing. There are some good things about being inside. There's always a warm place to sleep. You never have to worry about fleas, and there's plenty to eat. But the very best part of being inside is playing games with little people. Little people are like puppies, except they take a long time to grow up. The smallest puppy in Marshall's pack is a girl named Rennie. The day Mom and Marshall tried to introduce us to Rennie, she ran and hid in the closet under the stairs. Marshall laughed and told her not to be shy, but I knew Rennie wasn't shy. She was different. New people, strange sounds, and schedule changes bothered her. She liked knowing everything had a place and knew exactly where every table, chair, and lamp belonged. If anything was moved, she would quietly move it back. I was something new, and I didn't have a place yet. When Rennie didn't come out of the closet, Mom and Marshall decided to leave her alone. She just needs time to adjust, said Mom. Let's get back to the yard work and let them figure it out. After Mom and Marshall went outside, the house got really quiet. I could hear Rennie breathing and feel her worrying all the way across the room. It's okay, Rennie, I thought. You don't have to come out until you're ready. I lay down on the rug in front of the couch and pretended to take a nap. Rennie was the most interesting person I'd met yet. She smelled like pine needles, wet dirt, and the honeysuckle bush outside the back door. She hated shoes, raisins, and snakes, but would sit for hours watching a spider build its web. I pictured her small, 8-year-old body curled up beneath the winter coats in the closet, trying to decide what to do. Just as I was falling asleep, I heard the door to the closet squeak open. There was a long, tense silence, as if the room was holding its breath. Then I heard a soft pat, pat, pat of Rennie's feet on the hardwood floor. Hello, hello, hello!
Hello, hello, hello.
My tail thumped against the floor. Hello, Lance, Rennie said in her soft voice. Thump, thump, thump with my tail. Hello, Rennie, I smiled. Slowly she held out her hand for me to sniff, just as Marshall had taught her. Quick as a wink, I gave her fingers a lick. Surprised, she jerked her hand back and slowly extended it again. Once again, I licked her fingers. This time she giggled as she pulled her fingers back. Hee! You're funny, she laughed. Back and forth we went until Rennie suddenly sat down on the floor in front of me. Then she leaned forward and licked my nose with her tongue.
Whiz.
Well, you can imagine my surprise. I pulled my head back, shook it, and sneezed 3 times. Achoo! 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 Rennie started to laugh so hard it sounded like she might explode. What's so funny? Rennie, Marshall asked. He'd heard her laughing and came to investigate. I licked Lance's nose and made him sneeze, she replied with a big grin. Marshall frowned. I could tell he didn't think licking my nose was a good idea, but he didn't scold her. What did it taste like? He asked. Strawberry shortcake and chocolate whipped cream, she said, collapsing into giggles again. Looking at Marshall, I tried to apologize by wagging my tail. It's okay, Lance, Marshall said, sitting down beside us and scratching behind my ears. I never knew Lance had a delicious nose. The very most delicious, Rennie agreed. Are you and Lance friends now? Marshall asked. Yes, he's my delicious dog, she replied, patting me on the back. That's great, Marshall said. Now you can help me teach him things. Okay, she said. What kind of things? Well, for example, he should never, ever jump on you. Okay, no jumping, Lance, she said, holding a warning finger in front of my nose. And he has to learn to sit and stay. I can show him, Rennie said. It's easy. And no licking, Marshall added. Why not? Rennie asked, looking disappointed. Because some people are afraid of dog licks. Not me, said Rennie. Yes, but Lance needs an all-or-nothing rule. What's all or nothing? It means always yes or always no, Marshall explained. Lance can either lick everyone or he can't lick anyone. Oh, said Rennie. Can I lick Lance? What do you think? Marshall asked. I think it's not fair, she said.
This is Howard?
Yeah.
Hi, can I get your attendance?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think it's not fair, she said. Why? If Lance can't lick, it's not fair for me to lick. He will feel jealous. I think you're right, Marshall agreed. I'm sorry, Lance, Rennie said. No more licking. Why don't you think of something else you can do together, Marshall suggested. Like what? How about a special Lance and Rennie paw shake, Marshall had already taught me how to shake, so I sat up and offered my paw to Rennie. See? I think he likes the idea. Me too, said Rennie, giving my paw a firm shake. It's a deal. The end. Okay. What do you think? Okay, let's see how much you remember. Who was Lance?
Raise your hands. No, raise your hands. We'll take those that raise their hands.
The dog?
He's a dog. And what kind of dog? Anybody know?
Well, all I know is that he ran off because he said it.
Gotta say it louder. You can come up here if you want to say it louder.
He ran off because his owner, like, was mean to him or something.
Yeah, his owner was mean to him. And who's Marshall? Marshall is...
Christian? Who's Marshall?
Marshall is the kid who mainly adopted him and the kid who plays with him.
Good, good. And who is Rennie?
A little girl.
Yep. And is he Marshall's mother?
Yeah.
Rennie Marshall's mother?
No. They said she's a little girl.
Yeah. Well, a mother is a girl. She is Marshall's what?
How is Rennie related to Marshall?
They're brothers and sisters.
Rennie is Marshall's brother?
She said they're brother and sister.
Right. There you go. Okay. You guys got it. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a newspaper that's all about kindness as we read the book. So if you look at the picture that the teachers handed you, you should see a circle with a banner across it. Does everybody have that?
Yeah.
So we're going to use that to make the logo for a newspaper, which is the very first step. So what is a logo? Does anybody know?
Raise your hand if you know what a logo is. Listen nice and loud.
It's something that shows what your building is.
Something that shows what your product is?
Yes, very good. So, for example, the logo for CritterKin is a dog, because we write dog stories, right?
Yeah.
So we want to make a logo that is related to kindness, but because we're reading a dog story, I thought we would draw a dog to put in our logo. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, before we do that, we have to think of a name for our newspaper. Can anybody tell me some names of newspapers?
Antoine said already.
Baseball.
Some names of newspapers.
Oh.
Names of newspapers.
Yes.
There's one called Yes.
Okay. Can somebody write the names down? Because I want you to notice something about how they name newspapers. Okay, so we have, for example, I'll start us. How about the New York Times? Does everybody know that one?
Yeah.
What is another one? Newspaper called? Raise your hand if you know what Des Moines newspaper is called. Addie?
The Des Moines Register.
The Des Moines Register.
Good. Register. Okay, good. Des Moines Register. What else?
What are some other newspaper names? Dylan? Time?
How about the LA Times? We have the LA Times. We also have, I know this one, we have the Pasadena Weekly. What else? Anybody think of any more?
US Today.
USA Today?
Yeah, good. Perfect. Any more?
People Magazine.
That's a magazine. We're thinking of just newspapers right now. Anybody know the local
Newspaper that we have.
Altoona?
Altoona
Herald.
Herald, that's really good. There's one here called the Daily News. We could write that down, Daily News. And there's one in Charlotte called the Charlotte Bulletin. Okay, so I want you to notice that what newspapers usually do is they say the, so the first word in our name will be the, and then we have a place, and then something that describes the newspaper. So it's a weekly, it's a Times, it's a journal, it's a news, it's a bulletin, it's a post, okay? So let's think about the kind words that we thought of earlier. So we want the, where are you guys located?
Des Moines.
Des Moines, for example, I'll just give you an example, but we can change it. The Des Moines Hugs Weekly. Or the Des Moines Kindness Daily. Or, see what I'm doing? So we have the Des Moines, because that's a place, and now we need to say something about it. So it's kind, or considerate, or thoughtful, or patient, or what?
Got some of these words there.
Give me some ideas.
I wanted the Des Moines know where it is.
Okay, but can we include some sort of kind word in there too?
We have to describe our newspaper so everybody knows they want to read it because we're kind.
The Des Moines kind dog. We also need a newspaper word though too. Tanner? Des Moines dream.
Okay, so the Des Moines kind dreams? Is that one? We're getting close. Keep trying. It isn't easy.
Des Moines helpful kids.
Ooh, I kind of like that. The Des Moines Helpful Kids, what? News? Weekly? Journal? Time?
Yeah, like a newspaper word to go with the end. Helpful kids.
Weekly.
Weekly? Ooh, I like that. Okay. The Des Moines, what is this? Okay. Kind, what, no.
It is helpful kids.
Okay, the Des Moines Helpful Kids Weekly?
Yes.
Okay, that's one. It sounds like one that's good. So that's one we can vote on. What's another good one? Let's get 3 good ones so we can vote. The Des Moines Helpful Kids Weekly. The what? The Des Moines.
Kids of Snyder.
How about something different than what this is? Something with its different word in it. Iowa what? So let's see.
What are some other kind words we thought of? Do you guys remember?
The Doggy Daily.
Doggy Daily.
That's good. The Des Moines Doggy Daily. Write that down. That's a good one. That's cute. Okay, one more. Let's see if we can use a kind word. You guys are doing great.
What's that? I mean, if we didn't have it start with Des Moines, we could say like our school name, like Delaware.
That's a good idea.
Delaware Doggy.
The Delaware Doggy News.
The Delaware Doggy News. Oh, DHW. Okay, is there one more idea? We'll only call it those. Now their hands raised. Is there another idea that doesn't have like doggy daily, doggy? Another idea besides helpful kids or doggy? Taylor?
The Delaware Caring Daily.
The Delaware Caring Daily.
Oh, I like that. The Delaware Caring Daily. That's a nice one. So we have 4 we can vote on now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Miss Kendra, will you do the honor of counting the votes?
Yeah, I'm gonna help.
Okay, so Ms. Howard, if you would start us off, and then maybe Kendra can Ms. Carlson can count the votes.
Okay, so the first one was Des Moines Helpful Kids Weekly.
Now remember, you can only vote once.
One choice. Now or never. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What's the first one again? The
Des Moines Helpful Kids Weekly.
okay.
Okay, and the next one was the Delaware Doggy News. Who would like to vote for the Delaware Doggy News? Put your hands up above your head so we can see it. 1, 2. 2? Okay, we've got 2 for that one. Okay, the next one was the Des Moines Doggy Daily. Des Moines Doggy Daily.
I think that one might have won. What do you think?
Yeah.
Wow, you guys. I think I had 46.
Okay, the last one, let me announce the last one, is the Delaware Carrying Bailey. So hands up for that one.
Wow.
Okay, so we have 8 for that one.
Okay, does everybody have your paper? Everybody have your paper that your teachers gave you? Everybody got it? I'm gonna switch my screen, and we're gonna name our logo. Okay? You tell me when you can see my screen. Okay?
It's blank.
Okay, we got it.
Okay, everybody, shh, because otherwise, because I can't see you, you're gonna have to be quiet so you can help me. Okay? So, in the on your paper, we need to write in the name of our newspaper. Okay, and that will go right in here. Okay? Everybody see that? Okay?
Yeah.
So in your very best printing, all right, your very best printing, we're going to write in the name. Is Des Moines DES?
Yeah.
Des Moines.
And is it 2 words?
Yes.
Yes? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I'm not familiar with the... And there's no S at the end of Des Moines, right?
There is.
Yeah.
There is?
Yeah.
Okay. Doggy. What's the last word?
Daily.
Daily. How do I spell that? There you go. There we go. We have a newspaper. Yay! Okay, tell me when you've got it written in there, because now we have to have, in a logo, there's always a symbol, a drawing, a picture. It's on the dog.
4th graders, we need you to be quiet and listen.
Does everybody have it written in?
Yeah.
Okay. Now tell me when you can see Lance. Okay, so our job is to put Lance in the circle, okay? So you all ready to draw? Okay, so I want you to follow along, all right? Here we go. We're going to put the nose in first. Remember that.
It's just like Nico.
Yeah.
Just like Nico. Yep. Lance is a little easier to draw, actually, I think. So we start with the nose, and we draw a line from the bottom. Remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm going to have you draw, watch this for a second. I'm going to have you draw this part first. Oops. Sorry. I don't know what I did. Uh-oh. Come back. I don't know what happened. Where did it go?
Where's Marty?
I don't know where Marty went. I think he had a phone call he had to take. Okay. Sorry, guys. My program is giving me a problem. Just a second. Just give me a sec. I'll be back. Alright, so are we ready?
Okay, 4th graders, are we showing patience and kindness by being quiet? No.
Yeah, we're having a problem here. Let's see. Okay, so newspaper. I have to get Lance back. Sorry, guys. My bad. Oh, here it is. Okay. There we go. All right. Sorry. Sorry. All right. So, does everybody have their nose in? Yeah. Let me get my nose back in. Have the nose. We have the little line. Now we're going to go above the nose.
Hey,
No, it's my bad. Hold on. Okay. So we're going to go above the nose like this and make a line like that. Can you do that? Okay, now we're going to do the outside of the muzzle first. So we go out and around, and we come down and we make the chin like this. We go around and make the cheeks, and come down and make the pointy chin. Back up and around and connect to the top of the muzzle like that. Kind of looks like a potato. Okay? Got it? Okay, now let's make the smile. So we start here at the bottom of the little line right here, okay? And we're going to go up and make a smile. And on the other side, we go up and make a smile. And then this is really easy, but we've got to give him a chin, so give him the bottom of his chin there. Now remember how we kind of measured last time so we would know where the top of the head is? Yeah. Let's do that again really, really, really lightly, okay? So we know where the top of Lance's head is. And then I want you to notice what kind of head Lance has. Is it flat, like this?
No.
Pointed like this?
No.
Pointed like that?
No.
Okay, so it's kind of bumpy. So we start over on the side, and we're going to look at the, let me draw some guidelines. So right here, guideline is probably right about here and right about here. Okay, so then we make the bump on one side, and it goes down a little bit in the middle, and then the bump on the other side.
You're kind of centering it over the muzzle. But
Yes, that's a good way to put it. Thank you. Center it over the muzzle, guys. I want you to notice how his head goes down like this. Down like this. How his head goes like this. In this direction.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let me draw it here. See how it goes like this and like this? That's what we're going to do. So, go back, and we go out a little bit like this. Then what does his head do? It goes this way, right? See the cheeks? Round cheeks. See how they're round?
Yes.
Like this? Okay, that's what we're going to do. Now we're going to go round, but we're going to come in really close to the muzzle, and we're going to keep going a little bit to give them a neck, and connect at the bottom. So I'll do the other side. So we went out, and then we're going to go around his cheek, And then we're going to come to in to give him a neck and connect at the bottom.
Hey, listen.
Are we ready? Okay. Now we're going to work on the eye part, which is kind of fun because his eyes have this round, this circle on both sides. See this? Okay. All right. So let's go back to the muzzle. We're going to start at the muzzle, and we're going to go up and around like this. Then up and around like this. And now we have the circles around his eyes. Now Lance's eyes are really interesting. They're not circles. They look like
Ovals.
ovals. Yes, exactly. Okay, so let's put ovals in both of his eyes. And what do we need to do to show where he's looking? We add
Pupil.
ovals. Okay. Add your pupils. And what are these things above his eyes that show that he's happy?
Eyebrows.
Eyebrows.
I forgot about
Eyebrows. And what is this poor dog missing?
Ears.
Yeah, he really needs some ears. Okay, so shape like this, it's like a hill. We're going to start on the right side. See it? Like that? Okay, so we're going to start right here. Now, don't worry if it goes outside the circle. Okay, don't worry. So we're going to start right here. Put your pencil right there. We're going to go up and make the hill, and then come down a little bit. Go up and make the hill, and then down a little bit. Don't worry if it goes over the side. Now we follow the ear on the inside. So we go up to make the hill, but then we go down a little farther. Okay? So start here. We're going to go up, follow the ear, and then we're going to go down a little bit more before we connect. Let me erase this so you can see what I did. Okay, and then the last piece of
Fourth grade.
stick with it. Almost done, guys.
So far.
Connect it to the bottom. Everybody got it? You remember, what is the shape that we drew last time for the ear? What is the shape?
Raise your hand.
Triangle. Okay, so let's go down to the other side.
Talking to your neighbor. Connor?
A triangle.
Yes, sir. Okay, so we go to the left. We put our pencils here. We're going to go up, out, and make the triangle. This side's easy. Okay, so again, up, out, and then make the triangle.
Hey, shh. Just draw it. Just draw it, and we'll move on to the next part.
Okay, so everybody should have Lance, yeah? Can we fill in the nose?
Yeah.
Nose, oops. Probably not a good idea. There. Sorry. Fill in the eyes. Fill in the ears. Oops. You need a boo-boo. Oh, maybe not. Layer.
And whiskers.
Yes, who said that? I was going to ask you, what did we forget? Whiskers. Yes. And you guys, what are these things right here?
Paws.
Yeah, don't you think we should give them some paws? And let's put the paws over the banner. Okay, so this is how you do it. It's just a little hill like this on both sides. And then we make paws. Does everybody understand how to do that, or do you need me to do it again?
Do it again.
Okay. So to me, it looks a little. First you start with a half circle, okay? So half circle next to Lance on the left, like this. Okay. Everybody got that? Actually, okay. If we wanted to, we could just stop here and put the little paw marks here. How's that? Why don't we do that? That makes it easier.
Okay.
So he has his paws on top of the banner. Oh, and you know what? We got to put in a little bit of test. I think we have it. What do you think?
No, we need hair.
What?
Okay, I think your drawing looks really nice. Okay, fourth graders.
Hey, fourth graders, I'm coming back now. Stop sharing and I'm going to come back so we can finish, okay? I don't want to run out. Are we running out of time?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what I would like you to do. We don't have time for you to show me all your pictures. So what I'd like you to do is put them into your blog. All right, we're going to start blogging about this so we can practice our writing for the newspaper. Put the pictures in your blog and talk about what we did today, okay? And I will respond. All right? So pictures, and then tell me what happened today and what you liked about it, okay?
Maybe
How's that?
I'm sorry, what you heard.
Is that a reasonable thing to do, Ms. Howard?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Sorry.
I suggested that they put their pictures up on their blogs and then write about what they liked or didn't like or what happened today in class.
Okay.
Is that reasonable, or is that...
Yeah, we'll give it a try. It takes a while to scan all the pictures, but we'll try to put them in there.
Well, how about if, you know, what we could do is, this is National Poetry Day. We could just have them make an acrostic poem with the word kind to get us started.
Yeah, they could do that too. So we'll maybe give them the option. I don't know if all the classes are up and running with all their blogs. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I think you guys did a great job, and I'm really looking forward to seeing your logos.
Yes, they look great.
Of course they do. Yay.
Emily, do you want to show one since you're real close?
I would love to see it.
Here's one of them. It's nearby.
Oh, so let me take a picture of it, okay? Oh, cute. Okay. If we have time, I'd love to see some more. I just don't want to.
Show her.
All right. Thank you.
So we'll see you next week, okay?
Say goodbye. Thank you.
I'll tell Marty Marty, you said goodbye, okay?